Professor Pig is an ongoing threat going throughout this season, and obviously this episode plays in big. But overall, the season asks the question, who are you? And what do you want? And specifically it asks that to Bruce Wayne, because it asks, why become Batman? And I think it has a good answer. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Episode 9 of Season 4 of Gotham, Let Them Eat Pie. And let me just say, if you have a queasy stomach about eating things, this is not the episode for you. But before we unpack everything, I just want to say the season is going strong. They're really grasping what it means to be Bruce Wayne, Batman, and what it means to be Bruce Wayne, and I really like it. The Dark Knight moniker is a good one, especially as they showcase how horrible Gotham is and how much it needs a hero, regardless of what Bullock says. However, for those of you that are finding me for the first time, what I do here is I dissect stories. I take a look into the hows and the whys we tell them, and in general I review them. What you're seeing here is just one episode review. If that sounds interesting to you, though, click that subscribe button and join our little community, because the shadow of Ra's al Ghul has fallen across the city. I'm still not sure what's going on with that plot line. But in general, Bruce Wayne has continued to evolve. Gordon has started to take a one jump up as he's been promoted to captain last week. And just in general, we're getting closer and closer to the night when standing there will be Batman. Now, that's not to say that we're there yet. We're still at prototype stage, we're still at teenage angst Bruce, and we're still at Lucius Fox working for everyone, just trying to do what's best for the city. Before we get too specific, let's throw this up there. So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time. Being Bruce Wayne is pretty messed up. Every version of Bruce Wayne is kind of messed up. But let's be honest, as we look at this kid, he's really going the way to showcase exactly how bad it is. Now, yeah, he's out drinking and kvetching, but let's be honest. What do most people do when they get stuck in a spot they don't know what to do? Unfortunately, the answer is hang out with a bad crowd and drink. And when you're Bruce Wayne, there's way too many options for a bad crowd. And, well, Tommy Elliott's not going to be a good one for him at all. So what we have is the soul of Bruce Wayne hanging in the balance. Who is he going to trust? Who is he going to believe in? And of course, he's already made some bad choices. But, of course, who hasn't? So he's also made some good ones. Will he become the Batman we know and love? Could he possibly be the origin of Owlman? Possible. But let's be honest, there's a lot more going on in his head than anyone else's. And part of that battle for his soul, part of that decision on who he's going to be, is like Alfred said, he needs to remember that he's Thomas Wayne's son. And that was a really good callback, the whole rocks on top of the mountain, to an earlier season. I think that was season 1. But at the end of the day, Bruce needs to make up his own mind. He needs to be his own man. His own Batman. But him questioning who he can trust and who he's going to believe in goes very well with what Mr. Pig, Professor Pig, is up to. And let's be honest, Gotham's a shit show, and Gotham is a pretty horrible place to live. And we get to the name of the episode, as Professor Pig calls Gordon up and basically just brags about the fact that, yeah, I'm right outside. And kabing, there's this whole elaborate setup that I can't believe you could possibly set up in front of a police station, but hey, it's Gotham, it's cool. And at the same time, we have Penguin having his own trust issues, once again saying, wait a minute, maybe Falcone isn't my friend. Maybe, just maybe, she's the only thing I have that's close to a friend after what Ed did. But realistically, at the same time, how could I trust anyone ever again? Now comes the point where I need to throw up a different type of warning, I guess a sickness warning. Professor Pig isn't exactly a, normal Gotham villain or normal anything villain. He's actually a Game of Thrones villain, for God's sake. So, much like in Game of Thrones where they chop people up and put them in pies. Ugh, oh man, I just threw up a little in my mouth. They do that and they force them to eat it. And it's the second time this season we've seen everyone gathered around a table for eating, maybe the third or fourth, actually. Oof. I'm actually nauseated just thinking about the idea of eating a human being. And Falcone and Penguin had to do it in order to save the kid. And point blank, Pig had to know what he was doing. He totally had this planned out. I guess this wasn't let them eat cake. It was to showcase how cannibalistic the rich are. And that's an entire political conversation that people way smarter than me can have. But no matter how bad the pig is, at least as of the end of this episode, he's been caught. And of course, we get that first real hero moment for Gordon. And Captain, thank you. Because that's the moment that Gordon's got to realize the people of Gotham are behind him, just like the police of Gotham are. Well, maybe with a few exceptions. But at the end of the day, they're not with Penguin. Not anymore. But as sick and twisted as that was, the theme of tonight's episode was all about self-discovery and where it takes you. And specifically, Bruce having killed Ra's al Ghul, realizing that killing the person who was responsible for the death of his parents didn't stop the pain. It didn't change anything. And now, those of you that have followed Batman's career know that this is a very important lesson, because it's one that he has to give to Robin. In Batman Forever, I know, not everyone's favorite, he tells Robin, played by Chris O'Donnell, so you go out and you kill Two-Face, then what? Then one night, you go out and you find someone else and kill them, and then another, and another, or like he tells Jason Todd, I don't kill the clown, because I wouldn't stop at the clown. And yet again, the shadow of Ra's al Ghul falls across Gotham. By the way, did anyone else notice that those meat pies looked kind of like Court of Owl masks? Well, those were my thoughts on the episode. What about yours? Let me know down in the comment section, especially if you're enjoying this as much as I am. Getting to see angsty Bruce and crazy things building up has definitely been enjoyable. And of course, if you're enjoying my crazy antics, hit that thumbs up button and share this video. And of course, if this is your first time here, click subscribe. What I'd like to do is build a whole community. And as I'm getting closer and closer to 100 subscribers, I just want to say thank you to all of you that have liked and shared these videos already. And so, when I finally do hit 100, I'm going to have a special episode where I give away an Amazon gift card to one of you guys, just as a big thank you. For now, I'm off to watch the Orville, or maybe have some stomach problems. But thank you for walking with me through the heart of the stories we tell.